Hello guys and welcome to End All Wars. Now this is the intro episode for the play by email game that I'm setting up. I'm sure you guys are going to be really happy when it gets going. The players will be myself as the French Republic. We have Mr. Tank of Doom as the British Empire. As the Russian Empire, we have Marauder. Then in the Central Alliance, the Central Powers, we have Mr. Thom Flamang. I probably butchered that name, I do apologise, as the Mighty German Empire. And then as the Austro-Hungarian Empire, we have Mr. Gilmer. I will put a link to his channel, and I will also put a link to Mr. Tank of Doom's channel in the description below, so if you want to go ahead and check those guys out, then that would be pretty awesome. So yes, what are we going to do in this intro? We are going to choose the war plans. Well, I'm going to choose my war plan. I know what war plan the other guys are wanting, so I do need to program that one. And then once that's happened, I will resolve the turn, and I will go through my army setup and what my ideas are. So yes, I will be right back then, guys. Okay, and I am back. So I have inputted the war plan to everybody, and we are going to proceed to the first proper turn of the World War. And yes, it will be very interesting. There's a lot of interesting plans. Lots of interesting plans. And yes, you shall see in a moment. When the game loads, that is. This would be my first play-by-email game as well. I'm sure it would be the first for a few of the other people as well, so it should be really interesting. I know the others have been practicing, and I should have been practicing myself. The bloody noob that I am. Okay, so what have I chosen to do? Well, let's find my war plan over here. Okay. There we go. So I went for this plan, Plan 19. This plan calls for an offensive against Germany. However, we shall attempt to flank any German attempt to invade Belgium by sending 3 armies through Luxembourg and the Ardennes. Now, we have objectives on Luxembourg, Trier, Bonn, Cologne and Aachen. And our grand headquarters established in Sedan under Joffrey, with with 3 armies. So, we're in an interesting position then, basically. We have to try and cut off my opponent over here. And, yeah, I'm hoping this plan will put him in a difficult position. He either opts to deal with me, and he will not make any progress through Belgium at all, and I'll be able to consolidate in Belgium. And so will Mr. Tank of Doom. He'll be able to send me reinforcements, I do hope. That's what I'm banking on. So, yes. Okay, what kind of armies do we have over here? I believe this is pretty damn similar to what I did before in a video, actually. Yes, in the French series I was trying to do before the save was lost. It's pretty much exactly what I did, so we'll go for this then. Right, Aeronautica. Do we have any more corps? So we have the main army over here, fair enough. Another corps here and another corps. Right, so we have an... Oh no, we have an even number of corps. Oh no, never mind. Odd number of corps. Then again, no. There we go, coming through for me at the very end. So we have 2 armies here. We have the Premier Army and the Duoxemi. The Joxim. I don't know how you say that. People told me last time, but it's gone. I can't remember. Okay, so let's organize our army. So we have him. He's a 2-2-1. He's awful, in all honesty. Eduard. He's reckless. Though he's a... that does not leave me in a good position, actually. Ferdinand Foch. Oh my god, Ferdinand Foch is amazing, actually. He's a tactician of Elan as well. Impressive, impressive. Okay, so we'll give Ferdinand Foch to Eduard. Okay, the 432, he needs to be groomed and transformed into a 3-star general. I'm going to really need him. So let's take a look at the corps that we have over here. So we have one here with a hot-headed commander. Won't retreat during the first 2 hours. He has some medium artillery, so I'm going to relieve him of his medium artillery and I'm going to sort out these corps. So we have, okay, professional divisions, medium artillery, throw in a supporting division over there. Over here, yep, okay. Basically, I want to make these divisions and corps as strong as absolutely possible. So I'm going to give them my best artillery at the moment and mix them with a support element to give these stacks benefits as well. So here we go, we'll gain 15%, oh no, we gain 5 cohesion and 5% of the cohesion recovery rate, so that will be vital. I mean, these men over here, let's take a look at them. So their cohesion is... where is the cohesion? Ah, here it is. Right, so now their base would be 55, it is now 60. So that's fantastic for us. And we can compare that to a professional infantryman. Yes, 16, now 65. So that support element does make a hell of a difference. I'm going to remove the cavalry from here for the time being. I'm going to remove the light guns as well, we'll factor them in soon. I'm just going to basically take out these divisions while I put more corps in here that are actually commanded. So he's a 212, 211, 320, not bad actually. Okay. 221, though he's overcautious. So Ferdinand Foch is really the best commander we have, really. Does not give me much hope, really. Okay, get some planes in there. I suppose we probably just have to go for the 212, actually. That's good. That's really good for us, actually. Okay, give you this. Yep, combine. Put you in over here. No, I meant to put you in the Jux army. Jux. I don't know how you say it, so I'm just going to butcher it. That's how I roll. Okay, so we could put a supporting element of the engineer in here. Which I shall, actually. It does increase the power, and I suppose it does give them the benefits as well. And it may benefit us overall. Though the engineering perk, well, modified. I'm not entirely sure how it works in regards to the pioneers and engineers. Right, the 211. Grab this. Basically, I want to organize these armies so each one of them has a general. Well, a commander. Forces that do not have a commander do suffer a penalty. I'll have to look in the manual at some point and figure out, well, find out what the exact penalty is. Okay, applies to all elements of the stack. Interesting. That would give us more command points, actually. There we go. What was our limit now? 52. Fantastic. Can get a little bit more in here. We can't get another core in here due to the size, but we can add some extra. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some extra artillery pieces, actually. We'll add medium artillery there. And we can add some more light artillery. There we go. So with that, we've constructed an army of 112,840 men, 576 cannons, 5,732 cavalry. That will be our offensive army. It's the best I can muster at the moment. And you can see we're definitely outnumbered, considerably outnumbered. Liege is under siege by 2,903 combat strength force. So that force will have to be on hold at all costs. They can't... Yes, there's nothing else that they can do. We have the King of Belgium over here, Albert I. Now, Belgium doesn't really have anything. We do have some forces over in Antwerp. Nothing near enough, though. Okay, so I'm going to have to really rely on the British Expeditionary Force to save my bacon. Though at least with our forces being deployed in the north, we are closer to where the actual combat is. Oh, right, yes, so I'm going to go ahead and we'll take a look at the other war plans. So, we have the Russian war plan, the Berlin plan. Russia masters its offensive against Germany and stands on the defensive against Austria. 4 armies are deployed on the border with Prussia, and 2 armies are kept in reserve to stave off Austria. And then, moving on to... let's get rid of these. No. Moving on to the Austro-Hungarian Empire, we have the Kaiser plan. Austria attacks Russia in force, opting to deal with Serbia at a later date. The Austrian Grand Headquarters will be established at Vienna under Konrad von Hotzendorf. The 1st to 5th Armies will initially be attached to the Grand Headquarters, and the Grand Headquarters will be fixed during August and September 1914 turns. So basically 3 to 4... Actually, no. The 1st to the 5th Armies are deployed on the border with Russia. So Russia will be under pressure from Austria, that's for sure. And then onto the German plan, the Schlieffenplan. Germany has 7 armies in the west. Germany automatically declares war against Belgium and occupies Luxembourg. So, yeah. We're in a difficult situation. Germany definitely has material superiority, industrial superiority, numerical superiority, though we are fighting on the defense, and that is what matters. And if we take a look at this terrain, the Ardennes over here, the Ardennes forest, is going to slow Germany down considerably. So what I need to do is render these rails useless. If I could, I would, as these men don't actually appear to be active, so that sucks. So we are going to have to hold out there, so yes, hold. Now this force is not active. Actually, they still can destroy rails, so that's decent. Okay. I really don't know what I want to do here. I want to try and stop him from taking any rails, honestly. If I can slow down any advance, that's what I need to do. So can I... No. Okay. Fair enough. We could send reinforcements in through to Namur, depending. I don't hold out much hope of that, though. I can't move that force, unfortunately, so I suppose I'll have them in the town for the time being. So what do we have in Liege? We have 12,612 men. We have a fortress here, though, the artillery. Right. So this is heavy artillery, so it should be able to do some decent damage. Yeah, they're in-place guns. Combat, 2632, they have a range of 7, free rate of fire, so not really high. Okay. Combat signature of 100, so they are powerful. They are very powerful. Though the fact is, they are only 12,000, there's nowhere near enough to hold off Germany. So... Right, let's finish organising our armies then, shall we? We'll focus on organising the Premier Army now. So I'm just going to remove all of these combat units, and then we'll put in our corps. Okay, so we'll put in these guys. Okay. Just get them in. The decent commanders, that is. Okay, so that's our proper army. Okay. Now, I don't actually like that, so I'm going to remove him. I need somebody... Well, here we go, actually. We have horse-headed, and we have overcautious. I'm going to go for horse-headed, as overcautious reduces the amount of commander points that we actually have. And, yeah, I don't want that. Okay. So there's only him, really. Other than that, we don't really have anyone. So let's get some professional infantry over here. Get some heavy artillery in there. Some light artillery, sorry. That's all that we have left. Okay, get the men in. The engineer over here. Sort this out. You definitely want to get your supporting units in here, for damn sure. It definitely improves the stack overall. And makes your men a hell of a lot more effective. There we go. So we have 4 corps commanders over here. Each one of them with a supporting unit, making the most of the forces. Okay, so that's a full stack actually. That's pretty impressive. So we do have a lot of men left over, unfortunately. So this will have to form our defensive stack, really. Okay, there we go. Damn it. Okay, these men will just have to chill here for the moment. Right then, so we have this army and the Premier Army. Now, they are not actually active, which really makes things difficult. Really makes things difficult. Right, what forces do we have over here? So we have cores. Okay. So we have a decent force over here. We have about 105,000 men. So what I need to do then is I need to move my premier army down here, actually. Can I move by rail? I don't have the rail capacity at this point in time. Well, it's debatable, really. Do I want to move my forces down there? Maybe. Well, I do. I need to support my line. If I move my men here, they will be able to support, as you can see here. From there, they would be able to support both of the armies over here, so if Germany decides to try and push over here, we'd be able to repulse them. And we're also in a position to support our attack on Luxembourg, so that's what we need to do. I'll move these men over down here as well. Apparently I can't for some... Ah, okay. Okay, and we do have some planes in here. There we go. Okie dokie. So we have a lot of supplies in here. Where is it? There we go. Give 3 to there. 2 over here. This supply can stay with this force as they're not really going to be moving on their own without a commander. That's for damn sure. Okay, we sorted our forces out over here. Then down in the south, what do we have? Have a few corps. We have the Belfort garrison, so I need to kind of leave them alone. Put the aeronautic in there. Combine the garrison with the garrison of the fort. So we have about 24,000 men here. How many men do we have at Epinal? We have 24,000. In Nancy, we have 37,400. In Verdun, we have 24,800. Nothing near enough, really. Over here, we have 24,000. So that seems to be the number overall, 24,000. Our fortresses aren't very strong, in all honesty. Well, we have the Fortress of Paris, which is actually nice. I'm glad it's a fortress. Really happy about that one. Well, Paris is very, very heavily guarded. With about 51,000 men over here, plus the fortress guns. Yeah, the fort batteries will definitely take a toll on any attacking force. And we do have some reserves over here, so I could add another 50,000 men to that, if needs be. Though they will be deployed to the front lines. We can't afford not to have men on the front lines. I need some reconnaissance, so I'll send that to St. Mihiel, or Mihail. Actually, no, bugger that one. I'll send that one to Mons, if possible. I'm trying to anticipate where he'll go. So I could do with intelligence near Sedan, actually. So I'll go for Sedan. And then Bria. If we can make it there, we have some garrison as well. Okay. We have the navy we need to sort out in time as well. So, that's that. Corps over here, Aeronautica. Joseph Joffrey. Our overall commander is not bad at all. It's a 330, so it's not the best, but he has very nice, useful little abilities. Okay. Now this force is active, which is interesting. Now I could rush that, rush that over here to Brussels. Well, to Namur actually, and to Brussels. And try and just... I don't know, actually. Do we want to do that? I'd like to actually try and push this force back if possible. Let's see. Now, there's nobody here in Montmedy. When will you be active? You'll be active in 1 turn. So, Whether he will be active in the turn as it comes or the turn following, I'm not entirely sure. I think he will still be counted as inactive, and so will these commanders in the following turn. So I think I'm better off trying to move over here in 15 days. At least I'll be able to reach there to Dianat. At least then I'll be able to give some support. So I'll give the Aeronautica back over there, the Aeronautique. Okay, so we have some forces over there that we can't move. Yeah. What is he like? Charles Lanzerac. He is a great defensive commander, actually. Okay. We'll take out these. There we go. Just trying to make this the best army I can. There we go. Added some... we can go over a little bit. But this army basically down here will be what we'll use to strike at Mulhausen and Colmar. Well, Mulhouse. Just to try and draw Germany away from focusing too much. We need to keep Germany as busy as possible. Right, then we have this force down here. We can't really do anything with this force at the moment. So we'll have to look at that one in the future. Intelligence will be key down here. Okay. I'm just going to do this just so it's easier to see. Otherwise, I'm going to look at these numbers and think, oh, hang on, I have some extra men over here, when in fact I do not. Okay. It's interesting, I've never played a play-by-email game, so I really don't know how to approach the game. I'd like to play my usual aggressive style, but we'll have to see how that turns out. We also need to establish where our key cities are. So these fortresses are all objectives, which is fine. I mean, this is the shield of France, basically. Whereas this is our Achilles heel, or Achilles. So Lille is the big objective, Brussels is definitely an objective. Liège is not, however. I don't have anyone active over there, so I can't break the rails. I wish I could. So what the plan basically is, I want to try and get some cavalry over here once some cavalry is active. So actually what I'll do then is I'll send these cavalrymen. Yeah. So what we need to do is we need to head north to Sedan. Over here. And then basically what we'll do with these cavalry is we'll use them to break rails that we need to. Otherwise, I don't know. I do not want to surrender the rail lines to him, which is why I've chosen this war plan so I can pressure him here and stop him from moving here. His armies will be in this area over here. He has men down here, but this is the largest army he has. Though he has Ruprecht von Bayonne down there, but this land here is worthless. So he is fine to advance on that. I mean, over here is the weakest point. So Nancy is our weakest point, besides the plain over here. So this is the area that we need to watch out for. But the plan is basically to advance to Mulhouse and just try and push Germany, try and put the hurt on Germany and stop him from focusing all his attention over here. Okay. So there's not too much actually left to do, though we can take a look at the navy. So we have a river transport squadron over here, we have some more garrison over here at Cherbourg. We have a fleet, so we're going to send a fleet over there. We have another fleet. I do like the song. Right breast. Oh, we have our balloons, and we have the fortifications. Okay, what do we have down here? We have a dreadnought being constructed. What is the dreadnought here? What is the name of it? It is the Bretagne, the Provence, and the Lorraine. Interesting. Okay, so we have some more garrison over here. We have more aeronautica. When I say aeronautica, it sounds like I'm saying something else in my mind. Okay. Combine that with the main fleet. Now the main fleet, what do we want to do with it? We want to be as aggressive as possible, and I would love to catch the Goben and the Breslau. So we're going to head out this way. We are going to go on offensive naval interception. So the Goben and the Breslau will be in this area, but I'm hoping to try and catch them out through the Terrarian Sea and the Malta Channel. So that's the plan. Right, we don't really have any extra men over here to organise, that's pretty much it. Belgium, there's not really anything we can do. So let's take a look at what Mr. Tank von Doom's forces will consist of. Lots and lots of ships, basically. Lots and lots of ships. Which is going to be really good. We're going to have to blockade the shit out of Germany and the Central Powers. So I will have to establish a blockade over here as well. And hopefully through that way we can put some hurt on them. I feel bad for Russia, he's going to have a difficult task. Though with the Berlin plan, he will definitely pressure Germany. So maybe together we could squeeze Germany out of the war. We'll have to see how it turns out, really. And right, moving on to overseas territories. We have some men over here in Casablanca, aka Morocco. We have a free corps over here, so I can send that over to Tunisia. Okay, we have these forces in Iran. Combine that over here. Okay, and Tunisia. We have a riverboat. Combine that with the garrison, and then we have some torpedo boats. Malta, I would love to try and get a balloon or something over to Malta. And we do have the Mediterranean fleet over here, so at least that will be able to help us. Ah, we have a cruiser and we have some merchant ships. So what I think I will do is basically use these guys as my scouts. I can have them about here in the Ionian Sea. So I'll keep those guys in the Ionian Sea, and they should be able to keep an eye on any Austro-Hungarian fleets that leave. Egypt will be interested in the turns to come, mostly as we are going to have to watch out for the Ottoman Empire's entry into the war. We have some forces over in Asia and Africa. Well, Holdens. We have our ships over here, so I'm going to send these back to Saigon in Indochina. So evade. Need to try and get out of the way of Germany over here. We are strong over in Indochina, actually. We have about 50,000 men over there, but I doubt they'll have any impact over here. Over in Africa, our colonial troops are decently positioned. I'm not worried. I mean, my colony is extremely hard to get to. Right, so we do have some shipping over here as well. So what we want to do is we want to go in the offensive. We need to try and intercept this cruiser over here. It's only an auxiliary cruiser, but if we can sink an auxiliary cruiser, it's still a cruiser at the end of the day. And it has been removed from Germany's repertoire. Okay. So that is fundamentally all my tasks done then. So let's go ahead and take a look at the diplomatic channels. So we have our main diplomat, which we are going to put into Italy. Now Italy will be the major one here. I would fight for the Ottoman Empire to try and keep them out of the war, but it's impossible. I'm not going to be able to do it, so I need to focus on the major play here, which is Italy. Depending which side Italy joins will definitely affect the course of the war. So we have the Western Entente, we have the Central Powers. Italy will make the difference here in the years to come. I think I will influence the Netherlands and Switzerland as well, actually. And after that I'll look for some easy allies. Okay, so Japan will join us easily as there's an event for that. So Switzerland... actually... yes, so we have Switzerland over there. And, oh, we are going to want to have Romania and Bulgaria, actually. So we'll influence those two nations as well as, Portugal. Might as well try and get them in easily. I mean, why not? So let's see, what else do we need to do? I will get some new generals. So there we go. And I will also... Well, I'm not going to do that. I'll wait until it comes back to me and then we'll see what resources we spend. We have some conscripts and we have some war supply. We gain 258 per turn, which is not that much. We gain only 209 conscripts per turn as well. We spent most of our cash on diplomats, but that will be worth it. Okay. So that is pretty much that. So I shall save the game. And yes, that is the intro and my thoughts on the game and just basically my social plans at the time being. So I will pass the save on and I don't know how I'm going to work it. I think what I might do is basically, when I get a new turn, is basically record my movements, try to avoid showing the movements of my ally that my enemies will not be able to see, and try and keep it like that. If the other guys want to make videos of their perspective and their thoughts, then they're more than welcome to. I will make a playlist for that. So thank you for watching, guys. I know this has been a lot of rambling, but do let me know what you think so far and what you'd like to see in the future. And well, if you're interested in this series at all, I reckon it could be quite fun. It's going to be something of a backburner series, as I'm going to have to wait for the players to go through their turns. And to go over the players again, we have me, of course, as the French Republic. We have Tank of Doom as Britain, Marauder as Russia, Mr. Thom as Germany, and Gilmer as Austria-Hungary. So yes, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you again in the future, and yes, let's see who wins. Until next time, guys, thank you, and do remember to like, favorite, subscribe, and share, and all that YouTube crap if you enjoy this. So until next time, goodbye.